Welcome to Horizon. This video will help you understand how the Horizon service can give you full control of your company communications without the limitations of site-based hardware. As administrator of the system, you'll be able to configure parameters for each of the sites previously defined by your service provider and create and manage users and features which are site-specific. You'll also be able to create and edit company-wide features such as hunt groups and call pickup groups, plus additional options such as auto attendance and call recording. You'll be able to select new area code numbers for each user's DDI to achieve a local presence or port your existing numbers onto the service. Your service provider will have completed a site survey and arranged for the correct access for each site using the appropriate business broadband service. The service provider will also have ordered a number of licenses for your company. The first thing you need to familiarise yourself with is the Horizon Administrator Portal. This website is the permissions-based portal for Horizon administrators, allowing you to manage call plans, site-specific plans and user settings on the Horizon system. The site is also used, with different permissions, by end users to manage their own call parameters. You can access the site securely via www.unlimitedhorizon.co.uk, which allows you to make instant changes to how you manage communications for your organisation remotely from any PC with internet access. You can change settings on the Horizon system for your business, whether you're in or out of the office. As an administrator logging onto the system for the first time, you'll be invited to change your password. Once this is changed and saved, you're ready to start. The site starts with a dashboard displaying the most frequent task activities as tabs along the top. These include user, site, group, device and overall settings management. The help button gives you more information. Your service provider has already set up your site names and some details for each one. So the first thing you need to do is create users. Once you're logged in, select the tab Users. You'll see the names of the sites you'll manage under the heading Location. Select one site and decide which users will work at or be associated with that site. Now create the account details for that user. Now click on Create and Continue to enter details for the next user. Once you've created all the users for that site, continue to the next site. You can review all the users at any time by selecting List Users under the Users tab. Alternatively, you can bulk upload users. When all sites have been populated with users, it's time to configure the site, adding relevant features which are specific to that site. To do this, select the tab Site Management. Once you've selected the appropriate site, there are a number of features you can configure. Here are a couple of examples. Schedules allow you to determine the way your system works on different days of the year, to cope with bank holidays, for instance. Each site can have its own schedule, so for example, an office in Glasgow can be configured for Scottish holidays and an office in London can be set to English holidays. By allowing you to make sure staff holiday periods are covered, the system helps you improve your customers' contact experience. A different music on hold audio file can be set for each site. You can use the system's default music or upload your own WAV file. Selectable options allow for different music for internal rather than external use, and playing the music on call hold or call park or both. And a custom file for external callers could advertise your company's services. To create a hunt group, first you need to provide a name and DDI number for the group and define a site and department to take responsibility for that hunt group. If the group is completely internal to the company, you could set an extension number or virtual number for this group. 5 types of hunt group can be set up. A simultaneous hunt group rings all the phones in the group at the same time when the main number for that group is called. External numbers such as mobiles can be included in this group. This means the caller should always find someone to take the call, even if some in that group are out of the office. A regular hunt group sends the incoming call to a particular person first. If that user doesn't answer the phone, the call will be offered to all the phones on that list in an orderly manner, with a set number of rings before moving on to the next phone. If the call has been waiting for an answer for more than a set number of seconds, the call will be sent to a backup number, where someone should always be available. If for some reason the backup number can't handle the call, it will be directed to a company voicemail service. If handling the calls requires specialist knowledge, a weighted hunt group can be used. With this type of hunt group, the calls are directed to the most knowledgeable person first. You can list the people in the group according to their knowledge on the subject of the call. If the most knowledgeable people are busy or away from their phone, the call will be handled by someone lower down the list who has relevant knowledge, but may want to refer to an expert later if the caller needs more information. If nobody is available, then the call will go to voicemail. Where the call load needs to be equally distributed among a team, a circular hunt group can be used. This allows workload to be shared evenly amongst the team handling the calls. With a circular hunt group though, one person may possibly get a succession of long calls separated by only a few minutes, during which others take short calls. In this case, a uniform hunt group could be useful. This routes the calls based on how long it's been since a particular person took a call. It also gives each person an equal amount of time between calls. Remember, with all hunt groups, you can define voicemail as a last resort if nobody is available to take a call. Auto Attendant helps you handle calls efficiently while reducing the workload for phone users in the company. You'll need to give a name to the Auto Attendant and assign it a DDI number. For each digit dialed by the caller, you can define a function such as extension dialing, first or last name dialing, repeat menu, etc. The Auto Attendant can be arranged to operate at set times of the day to suit business hours and can be set according to calendar dates. You can also nest the Auto Attendants. For example, pressing 1 for sales can then lead to another Auto Attendant, prompting the caller to press 1 for international sales and 2 for UK sales. While creating a user, you can assign a device, already uploaded into the system, to an individual. Simply click on the drop-down list and select a device. Alternatively, you can come back later, edit the user and assign the device then. When the phone is plugged into the broadband router for the first time, it will get full information from the Horizon servers and be fully working within a few minutes. This feature allows incoming phone calls to ring all of the user's devices at once, including mobile phones, desk phones, and even soft clients, so no matter where the user is, they can pick up the call. Users can easily manage their own settings and control when and how they're reached. Calls can also be moved from one device to another, letting the user seamlessly transfer a call taken on a mobile to a desk phone if required. Users no longer have to look in various places for a missed call. If the call isn't answered, the call is put to the user's work voicemail, which is linked with their own DDI number. If the user enters a meeting, their mobile phone should be deactivated from the One Number Anywhere group. Incoming calls will still ring all the user's other phones, so that when the meeting is over, any voicemails which may have come in can be picked up. Incoming and outgoing calls can be recorded either on an all calls or percentage basis. The company administrator can retrieve a recorded call online and download it for storage locally, or keep it stored with Horizon for a maximum of 6 months. After then, it will be automatically deleted. When retrieving calls, various search criteria are available to locate calls which have been recorded. Search results are presented to the user, who can download and then play or delete the recordings. Call Pickup allows anyone in the group to pick up a call on an unanswered phone ringing in their office. To set up a Call Pickup group, you need to specify a name for the group and select the site at which the group will operate. Now select the users who will be members of this group. A feature access code is used to pick up a call when a user hears a ringing phone. One code is used for phones within the user's pickup group, and another is used in conjunction with the speed dial number for phones outside the user's pickup group. Call Park is another feature listed under the Groups tab. Once set up, it allows any user to put an active call in a temporary holding slot, so that it can be retrieved by a different user from any other phone at that site. For example, in a supermarket, you may have heard an announcement on the paging system such as "Colleague announcement, call for Mr. Davies on extension 123. This is a request for Mr. Davies to pick up a parked call. With Horizon, the person being paged simply enters a feature access code on the nearest phone and retrieves the parked call. As with Call Pickup, this feature is also set up per site and cannot be used across sites because the paging system will be for that site only. Voicemail can be accessed by the Horizon Voice Portal via email or the Horizon website. Once into the voicemail system, it's possible to play messages or delete them. There are many useful navigation options when retrieving voicemail. Remote Office is a feature that allows a user to have Horizon services available when outside the office. It can be used with any supported desk phone, including smartphones like iPhones or any Android phone using the Remote Office or similar application. Any desk phone such as a home or even a hotel phone can be used for this service. Horizon's user portal gives the phone all the same features and settings of the user's office phone. To set up a Remote Office, just select the Remote Office tab on the Horizon user portal and enter the details of the remote phone. This user will now be able to use the desk phone that they've chosen as their office phone. Calls can then be placed using the Horizon interface. The Horizon user can log in with their username and password to access the Horizon user portal. From here, you can set call forwarding, at all times, when busy, or when the phone is not answered. Call pickup, redial, call return, and three-way conference are also available. Single-digit or two-digit speed dial arrangements are valuable options too. On most Horizon phones, there are keys for call hold, loudspeaker volume, and microphone mute. Many also have soft keys for functions such as transfer, conference, directory, voicemail, and do not disturb.